Ladies and gentlemen, how is it going? My name is Jason from Pixyl Studios.
I'm Sebastian.
Hi, I'm Patrick.
I'm Shane. Hi.
Hi, I finally had a character arc.
And I'm the Geekster.
You know, excuse me.
Jesus.
I've made a mental note to myself to add from Pixyl Studios in my intros, because I think that'll make it more memorable, like make me more, recognize the name at least more recognizable. So you like, Dan TDM, how he always introduces like, "Hi, it's Dan here from the Diamond Minecart."
I miss
So
those
like,
days.
he's not any other Dan. He's Dan from a specific YouTube channel, the Diamond Minecart.
Did he get outed as something?
Huh?
No.
Maybe? I don't know.
Not from what
He's
I
a
remember.
dad.
He's a dad now?
Yeah, he's a dad.
When did that happen?
Dan TDM is a dad.
I don't know. I never watch him. I only watch Sky Does Minecraft.
True.
Yeah. But anyways, I am making an effort now to include from Pixyl Studios in my introduction.
You know what? That's good. Good on you.
Yeah. All right. Last episode, we received arguably the biggest bomb drop so far in the game. All right, and we are here to continue off. This is now officially Chapter 6, the first episode in Chapter 6. Here we go. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Not really. But right now,
we have to get out of this horrible place.
please tell me you brought the master key with you.
Figuring out the rest of the story can come after.
Yeah, you're right. Talk to you again. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it.
And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Okay, let's click the door. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
Let's find out.
1, 2,
Kyoko took out
3.
the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then...
Geek.
Click. Open the door.
Yes! It opened!
And now we can get out of here. Let's go.
They walk out and it's like
Opens
an
the door.
ordinary school.
What
Sounds
are you
good.
doing in my office?
His
We
office.
quickly opened the
Trash
door
pit.
and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun. What? Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death! Wait, we're in Deadly Life?
Final chapter.
We're in Deadly Life?
Guess so.
After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Oh, whoops.
But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous.
What if he falls and Kyoko catches him, but just has to jump catch him, and then she has Spider-Man powers?
Maybe
Gwen
talking
Stacy.
will help keep my mind off it.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. Will you go out with me? No, I'm just kidding. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So, how long have you been doing detective work?
How long? Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way.
You said duty.
I knew one of you
Is
say that.
is
I just thought it
your
was
family
Patrick.
famous?
No.
It was gonna be. You were trying to hold it in.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Joke's on you, I'm hardly paying attention.
Oh my god.
Wow.
How dare you?
Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us.
Actually, I think that's a pretty good thing, right? To be great detectives, nobody knows about
Yeah.
you. Isn't that the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, take
Huh?
that, Akechi.
But how
I don't
come?
even know what you're talking about.
It's like your family tradition, right? So,
Because we take pride in it.
pride?
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. This is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence.
A conscious effort?
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride.
Pride. So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
And yet, I gave up some of that pride.
Huh?
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do.
But the reason you gave up on that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
I wanted to hunt him down like the dog he is.
I wanted to kill him.
Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about. There is something I want to say to him, though.
What?
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
What is it?
I want to sever all ties with him.
Sever?
The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So, I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future. But he had no interest in detective work. So he had cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind.
I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective.
I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling.
Just look at the chat boxes next to your head, lol.
All I could tell was that, compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. But there's one thing that I can never forgive.
Really?
The way everyone else looked at me, sorry. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago.
But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Kazuku wa janai.
Heart, gold, soul, silver.
Is blood really enough to call someone family?
Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So, instead, I said nothing.
Are you gonna keep climbing now or what?
I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Ooh.
But where's it gonna come out? In the gym? It's gonna come out in the gym or something.
Oh, if it's the gym. Was there ever a hatch we saw on the ground
so.
or on the floor?
No, I can't really
in the school?
think of anything like that.
Looks like this is it. On the other side of this door.
That's Kyoko,
That's me.
buddy.
It's me.
Oh,
On the other side of this door, Host Peak Academy is waiting for us.
we're back.
Remember this hatch on the ground near the trash room?
Oh.
It has been so long since the trash room got brought up.
I'm
Yeah,
fairly
ever
certain
since-
that's where we'll come out.
Ever since the first trial.
I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought they were going to be like stuck. It's
Well-
like, oh, go back down.
Here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. Monokuma's right there looking at us. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Ah,
Oh.
looks like we're back.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted.
I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of here. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you.
No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor.
Well,
Well, now we
Okay.
can't get out of here because the only one that had trash dude was Hifumi.
so now what do we... yeah, like after that, no one can... So now what do we do?
When we fall
I'm
from the
glad I
ceiling.
didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... And I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
You're worried?
No, Makoto.
Yeah, of course.
My God, Patrick.
What did you say?
Shut it. I said, you're worried. And he's like, no, Makoto.
Oh, that's good. That's really good right there. That's really good.
I was so unamused.
Then let's just get to a concrete answer.
Huh?
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping.
Oh.
What?
Wait, that's...
That
we
blue
try to
hedgehog
hide-
in the ball, please. I'm sorry.
It's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away.
As she said that, she pointed at a nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now?
Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared.
There.
The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Makoto's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down.
There was?
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help us with our negotiations.
I'm still a little... No, super uneasy about this. But we really don't have a choice, do we?
Monokuma should be in the gym. Let's get going.
Okie dokie. Artichoke.
We're finally
Wow,
back.
we're back here. Wait, so then, was there ever, like, a second floor to the dorm area?
There is. We just have
Is
to
it, like,
find
right
it.
here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's the key. So
the
there is
door.
a second floor.
Ah,
Very
Punch it.
interesting.
Punch.
Very cool.
punch it.
Yeah, it leads up to the second floor.
Oh my gosh, just like, like knock on one of the doors of like either Chihiro, Byakuya, Toko, or
Oh,
you know, just like,
yeah!
I
Let's see
lived.
if we can wake him up.
I
Dead,
lived.
dead. Oh, never mind.
Byakuya's not dead.
Oh,
You
no,
get to the gym
never
to
mind.
Monokuma.
Yeah, dead, not dead. Not
Wait.
dead. Not dead.
Oh no, everyone's
dead.
convinced I was like, she's a ghost.
Not dead. Dead.
Ah.
Dead.
Ah,
Not dead. Dead. That's it.
ah.
All right, let's head to the gym.
Have to remind. So what?
That's the same noise that this door makes when opened.
Really,
Yeah.
we should try it out.
Oh, let's go
Doors do.
shopping, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I would.
I feel like there aren't any more free time events.
Danger.
If there's any more free time events, then what's with that pacing? Hey, loser.
Hey, 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 hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Oh. Are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you?
So what if I did? What will you do?
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again! And this time, I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko!
Do whatever you feel you have to.
What?
But before you do, just let me say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh? I lose? You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me. I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined in that position, one person would protect another like that. And in response to that unexpected development, you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and then trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery.
Alter ego.
You never imagined the possibility of being that could come out to our aid even after you'd killed it. Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makoto, you did. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Yes.
And you can prove this, right?
No, I can't.
Don't just say it like that.
What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some. Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only one I can't speak.
Wow.
That's truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love to inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased.
Ooh. Say goodbye to your ratings. Huh?
Imagine what
I
everyone
love
out
this
there would
OST.
think if you killed Makoto. Yes! They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right. Despair can never kill hope. Of course, you can say that we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong.
You can't just kill the main character.
No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat.
That's right, Monokuma. I have protagonist protection.
If you want to earn
Plot armor,
despair,
baby.
fair and square, then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
Die.
To do Makoto's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial. It's time for one last showdown, one final battle between hope and despair. Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say?
A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Oh, come on.
He said it.
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
Not sponsored. Does that mean you accept?
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms.
If he doesn't say despair,
Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory? Let's have one final grisly showdown.
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries.
That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around this school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
And that's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that,
We'll all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure. When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair revel their own despair? Reveal. It's a word.
I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
I remember that, for sure. So what?
he said for sure.
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that.
Monokuma's a student then.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But, okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them being high school students. And the only people to have taken a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
Are you telling the truth?
Why do you go quiet all of a sudden?
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad?
He seems emotionally unstable.
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going.
Cry.
You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Come on, Makoto. Let's go.
Monokuma's voice box glitched out.
Yeah. Okay.
Can the mastermind come in and fix the bear?
Come the bear. The bear's broken.
Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Okay. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed.
I'm alive.
I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Hi, Kyoko.
Hi.
Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us.
Yeah, true.
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal.
But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
They had no choice but to accept.
Huh?
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said.
So, when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right?
Yeah, they definitely said that.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right?
Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off. And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it. But think of it in another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
A reason?
They had to somehow show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other.
They wanted to show the world?
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that.
Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world.
But why?
To prove a point, most likely.
Prove a point?
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept.
You're talking about hope, right?
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair.
What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
You're right. It is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness.
What?
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If I had simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a one-sided. At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it.
And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
That is precisely the reason. How much they may hate what I'm doing, I violated a single one of their resolutions.
Ooh.
Girl broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their plans to get me killed. A trial that didn't have a right answer. Killer.
But even that didn't work.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet a risk. He attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer.
And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form. It would only do the mastermind harm to have shown it that they violated their own regulations.
But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up.
Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
In the end, though, I couldn't think of it. It was just my route. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet.
She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief.
To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time.
I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him.
Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion. Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy.
True. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time. Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing.
You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on.
True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind.
Work together with everyone. Is that really possible?
Huh?
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
They're probably trying to sleep.
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go?
Kicks the door.
Byakuya, wake up!
Okie knock, knock, knock. Hey, Byakuya.
Byakuya's
I'm
like, has,
trying to get my beauty sleep.
he has a like sleep mask on and he has a teddy bear. Oh my god, super pajamas.
What's going on? Mr. Snuggles, what's happening?
Mondo
Canon.
Byakuya. Hi, hello.
Has a stuffy called
This is
Mr.
Byakuya's
Snuggles.
room. Is he inside?
Geek.
Knock, knock.
There he is.
First voice line of the day. Knock, knock.
Sorry.
Byakuya with plushie.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking.
Okay.
What if he's in Kyoko's room?
What if he's in Toko's room?
Oh.
Knock, knock.
No.
Knock, knock.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we
Everybody's
need to keep
dead.
looking.
Ooh.
Boom, 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 boom,
Oh,
boom,
no.
boom, 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 boom.
Break dances.
Hina.
Da,
This
da,
is Hina's
da,
room.
da.
Is she inside?
I don't think anybody's in the rooms.
Knock, knock.
Oh no. Wait
They all
a
decided
minute.
to chill in Makoto's room.
Where would they be though?
What?
The library?
The bathhouse? Knock, knock.
What reason do they have to go to the bathhouse anymore?
Wait,
They really wanted to take a bath.
it was Hiro?
Leon.
Wait, where else can we... What? We checked all their rooms, right?
Check Makoto's room.
Okay. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Kyoko's room?
What the heck?
Is there some reason you need to search my room? Come on.
Okay.
Okay, I guess not.
I'm just gonna...
Taka!
No.
Ah,
Okay, hang on.
in
Shane, is this... Are
agony.
we supposed to look in one of the rooms, or is there someone else?
No,
Someone
go
else.
to the kitchen.
you know what?
Go to
Yeah,
the kitchen.
try. Wait a minute.
Shit.
Yeah, we try the dining hall.
Shane, try looking in the kitchen. There's no time for snacking.
And
Yeah, there we go.
suddenly, we were greeted with... Oh.
Oh.
What the
heck?
Huh?
Try and say that, Jason. Try and say that. Guys, the save file's corrupt.
Save file's corrupted.
You again. Is he broken?
Oh, honey, it's been broken for a while.
Emotional instability reached its limit.
Up, down, left, right. Start, select. A.
Hey,
Look.
I know that.
Jeez.
01,
What
01,
the heck?
01.
01. I wonder what that was all about.
I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
I'm gonna say
Okay, everybody say it at once.
Yeah.
Is that Makoto?
You guys.
It is. There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto. Huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach. You know that?
Oh, Zippin, you know you're...
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
Oh, Makoto!
Yasuhiro runs in front of the hall. Bestie!
Wait. What's that smell?
cares?
Yeah, man. That seriously stinks.
Okay, guys, you're talking about Toko. We get it.
Shut your mouth.
Getaway. Shoo.
My best friends.
And in a flash, my tears dried up.
You guys are awful, you know that?
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. What happened with Monokuma?
Explain? Explain what?
But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
That's related to what I have to tell you all.
I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Last class trial?
We're going to redo Makuro's trial.
What? Seriously?
Well, what's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right?
Oh my god.
No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you.
Makoto isn't the... And of course, me or any of you.
Then, who is it?
Viewers.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right. It was all a trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it. But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
You spotted the trap. Did you, Makoto?
You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules?
They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain leverage you needed, didn't you?
Very observant of...
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the masterminds that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here.
And you will forever remain
For
in the dark.
anyone who doesn't understand, looking at you, you can ask Kyoko to explain it later.
Who are you looking at? Toko?
So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
Oh, you must be talking about Sayaka.
It's about
Wow.
who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind.
But there's more to it than that, correct?
Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time, and we still don't know anything, right?
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, F-Ice.
Everyone?
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us?
I did.
I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master.
No,
Another parallel universe says otherwise.
I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries?
That's a pretty tall friggin' order.
Maybe.
Just like my space
But
hamburger.
This time, the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all of those mysteries.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
Can we get that green screen of John Cena saying, are you sure about that?
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone.
You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his.
Hint?
We just did this.
Yeah, we did.
That's about this. Like, yeah.
Monokuma said that, didn't he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh? But why?
If the mastermind really is the one who said that racist stuff on Twitter, that's Kyoko's, I'm sorry, is the one who killed him, then the mastermind would have had to have set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there is no way he could have disguised the scene like that. But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game.
Then, the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the beginning. Hey, remember this? Mukuro, and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
I'm pretty sure I said this off camera, off
Leon!
recording.
I'm kidding.
But I have a theory that Junko isn't dead.
Oh yeah, I think I may have told Shane about that.
Yeah.
I've inferred it just because of the popularity of the character. I really don't think that the popularity was gained from
because the character is way too popular. The character Junko was the first to die, and considering how popular she is, I don't think she's dead. I know this is meta
but
thinking.
It makes sense.
Technically, this is meta thinking, and thus doesn't technically apply. But I can't help but feel that Junko is the mastermind.
Yeah. And of those 16 people we started out with, the only one still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
Makoto was the mastermind.
I mean,
you're saying the mastermind is one of us?
Well, it can't be Hiro or Hina.
They're among us?
I'm serious.
Hey, wait, what do you mean Hina can't be the mastermind?
Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet.
When
Monokuma might have just said that all that just to confuse us.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many.
Among us? Roll
the mastermind being one of us is also a possibility.
And that is one possibility we can't ignore.
Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible.
But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
I don't care how sneaky you are. You would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
Maybe someone else would have, but not you.
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and the actions beforehand.
In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us.
Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation.
Well, maybe, but still.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
It's been a while.
It's gonna be a nighttime announcement, isn't it?
No,
A body.
This is a school announcement. Oh. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Even the bio
Look
room.
wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Very that's a word. Magnanimous?
Magnanimous.
You know what? I'm not even gonna try.
How very magnum opus of him.
Magnum opus.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation.
Stop with these big words.
Seriously.
I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway. At this point, I can only rely on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then.
So, you're
After
working
making his
with
final
us?
statement, Byakuya left the dining hall.
Master,
You just gonna leave her behind like that?
he didn't take me with him.
Do you blame him?
Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee.
Or a cup.
You're totally useless.
It's a cup.
So, bye.
With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall.
And now she's gone. Are you gonna go up by yourself, right, Kyoko?
That's right.
Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
Oh god, they're gonna die.
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
And he's gonna die.
Wait, how come?
See, I had this really weird dream last night. Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to find out the mastermind's identity.
Laughing
actually comes
loudly,
in clutch.
Hiro left the dining hall.
Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves?
What about you, Hina?
I guess I'll do the same thing.
Disappointment.
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful.
She finally understands.
I just depended on Sakura and everyone else.
You're not useless. If you hadn't been there, I would have died.
Makoto! That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless. So I figured at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later.
Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Oh, come on.
Indeed.
Wow.
Goodbye to any more lines.
So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
Well, don't misunderstand.
I like
Just say
how
yes.
Jay went from being the one with the least amount of words to say to like one of the most.
You weren't here, but like when your Wi-Fi before she fell in the trash can, I'm like, I gotta use the restroom, I might go, and then we see the thing happen, like, oh, okay, never mind. Then like, we'll see who's in there first, Monokuma, right? Then we confirm it's her. I'm like, oh no, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go.
Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together. And that goes for all of us.
I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check. Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every cranny in this.
We can visit all the places we couldn't go to before.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the by any means necessary.
With that, Kyoko was gone.
What's behind the
leaving
Monokuma door?
Only me.
Oh,
I don't have time
you're
to
right.
waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together.
All right.
I guess I'll start by taking... Okay, well, hang on. Okay, well, that's the investigation phase. And that is the end of today's episode. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching us, and watching the video. And, as always, content on Pixyl Studios has been brought to you in part by the viewers, just like you. Thank you. All right, thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.